This meeting is being recorded.
All right, this is our 56th edition of the IWAR Gold Strategy Workshop. And once again, I'm Matt Riley, and I'm here with Mike Cook, our IWA Strat Guru, expert Tino. I actually redid our page in the IWAR magazine, so be sure to check it out. I added some new pizzazz to it. So yes, everyone is excited because there's less combos this time. So hopefully
the good cycle.
That'll be enough.
It's been good so far, Iron, and still have went very well.
Well, you hit a 501, right?
See, I had a 501 and still 499 in Iron.
Okay.
So I think I know what I'm doing this cycle so far. It'll change. But
all right. Well, let me set my timer here.
Where to start? All right. Let's start at the back.
The back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the cycle where we have 90 at a 44.
Yep.
So we know that we get the 44-1.
Mm-hmm.
And the part that I feel like I keep missing the past few cycles had been the 43. I think it's been like 2 or 3 in a row. That's where I've lost most of my points when I do this.
It happened to me last time.
As you see, it's just kind of all 3. They're just not being consistent. It's just getting a little bit scattered compared to what it had been. I'm going to leave that as the point to where I'm not going to do one set, I don't think. If I had to pick one, I think I'm going to go with the 43-1.
61.
Just because it seems like it's you see in Iron and Still it was the 1 and 1 and 1 and 1.
Yep.
Kind of like last cycle. I'm just going to rely that the 2 was going. It worked out. So if I had to pick one, I was going to pick the 43-1, but I'm going to probably try to put a few 43-2s in just because not fully confident with that. We went all last cycle, and I believe the cycle before, we had 12 straight 41s going on. And as you see, it's already switched back, and we've got 2 straight 42s. So that's it's almost too tempting. I'm at the point, you see, when we have the first 2 be something. Trying to find one where they matched and gold did not. And we're back this far and we don't see one. You know, there's ones where they both were random and then it's anybody's guess, but every 42 was a 42. The ones was a 1 here. So the 1, I think you're probably safe using a 42 if you want to cut those down. Looks like 42 ones went so far. Last time that happened, it switched to the 2 here. So let's go look at them, see what they really are. So we got this is 42-1 here.
Right.
That's that one. It's
63. Yikes.
Looks like this stretch of it actually hitting was the first time it had hit in a while. More than 1. Let's go back here. Here we go pretty far back to see when it was decent. I think I'd like the 42 too if I was taking one.
63? Are you nuts?
Yeah. I don't like either one really though. Those 42s don't look great. But I'd probably lean towards that one. No real reason, but I mean it's had a few cycles off, but if you look back, looks like that's pretty standard for it to go. There's a 4, there's a 3 where it's off, so it's kind of in that range where it should pop back up and be a respectable hold, I think. the 41s. Neither one of those looks too good, but
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I'm out of most of my tournaments right now, so doesn't matter really. But this is an important cycle coming
yeah, I
up.
think I'm out of everything as well.
BRL wise pay-per-views this cycle, so the results come off this cycle, so important that way.
Yeah. I think I like I said, I'll stick with the 42 just to
No,
I feel like it's safer. So whole 43 is going to, not 43, 63. That's what I'm probably going to use, but so that would be the 2. I'm going to put it there. Not the most scientific way to pick it, but I don't know. I feel good about it. Then on the previous 45s,
yeah,
probably we had this long stretch here where it actually went the right way, but outside of that, no more than a couple cycles since then. I don't know. Maybe we get to go on another one of those. I don't think you're gonna. I mean, obviously you're getting the same points either way. It's just your point flow.
right.
I'll probably just keep it the way it is. I feel like you're just
me
guessing.
all my 501.
You got a 50% chance. Yeah, you got to make sure you're the perfect. If it's not perfect, it's useless. Okay. So yeah, that's the back. That's what I'm going with. I got those 2. If you want to lock in one of these, put a second one here, mix it up that way. But I think you're obviously good here with your 90 and those. So really, you only had 8 to start with. If you pick between a 42 or one of the 43s, you take it down to 4. And then if you pick a 42 or 41 and one of these, you get it down to 2. So easy to break it down. It's just you got to pick between 42s or 41s and between these 2, and you'll get your backs pretty easy.
Yeah.
The front, getting a decent one. We got the double up, so we didn't get to take out too much from iron being 2 cycles ago gold. And unfortunately, last cycle was a double drop, so that just cuts 1. But still, at least took out a 4. So, and 25 being 29 took out an additional 4. So, just from the previous cycle drops, what's happened this cycle in hole 25, we've taken out 13 fronts.
27,
so again,
26.
that's pretty good.
Well, I feel that was recent. No? Am I thinking of iron maybe?
Let's go. 27, 26. Bronze, jade. Oh, wait. Have I not filled this out? I told you I've been really off this week. Yeah, I don't think I filled this out.
Oh my God.
Hold on. No, I just didn't fill this one out. Yeah. Let's see. So still was this one. And let's go look at. All right.
What was iron?
Ooh, I'm glad you caught that. We could have. We're about to go down a dark path. See, so that was 27.
Johnny B, you got to run the cycle.
I didn't even catch that. So I was just looking at it. All right. One moment. Let me fix this.
You go to hell, 27, 26.
Right.
You go to hell.
So I did have that.
26. You go to hell.
All right. Well, it was funny. I mean, it actually didn't do anything because when we get to why these are highlighted green, I was going to mark it out anyway. So I wasn't going to use it, but good to know that there's a better reason on why I wasn't going to use it. Okay. That actually, yeah, so that did nothing but mark more out. So that works. It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
The only one I was going to say was that 5.
I have made a mistake like that before. It did go bad.
You're under the weather. You're playing hurt.
What was that?
I was going to say 5 and 8 dropped 2 cycles ago. So you're gonna keep that alive? Or you're gonna keep it killing it? Because I know we kind of went that very reliable.
Yeah. I think we kind of talked about. We knew that there was a pretty good chance that this would happen based off of every time there was, 2 in a row of it, at least out of these. So we kind of got the inverse of this. Here we got the 2 in a row, but here we got the 1 in. So we knew there was probably a chance here. And we knew there was a chance here. So we hadn't been our, usual confidence in it. I'm going to start using it again this cycle. I feel like worst case, we do have 1 left, but we should start getting some of these back on. And I'm thinking it will be this cycle.
And besides, true 5.
I mean, we have 1 instance of 3, 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going all in on it this time.
All in like the pay-per-view.
Really, you see how? Yeah, it's a great pay-per-view every year.
Did you watch the show the other night, by the way? Did you?
Revolution?
No, Dynamite.
Like Dynamite? Yeah. I watched Dynamite.
That was a damn good show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it's a good show.
Yeah, I was right too. Remember after the pay-per-view, I said that Jungle Boy would be the next challenger.
Yeah, somebody on
they're gonna go really young.
One of the Reddit pages, somebody posted, said it's gonna be all the 4 pillars. And that was a good segment. That was fun. I love the over-the-top bar mitzvah.
Yep.
And as someone, I went to a bar mitzvah once. A friend of mine, one of her students, she tutors. This was at the Cyclorama in Blossom, which is this really, really fancy, like high-end place to have a bar mitzvah. The kid came in on a suspended like surfboard and surfed into the party, like from the ceiling. It was ridiculous the amount of money spent on this thing. I was like, so I appreciated the fun the other night, and that triple threat trios match was insane. That was really good. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
All right, so back to my first point was 5 and 8. Are we going to consider that ruled out or keep it in play because it did drop exactly 2 cycles ago?
No, we'll take that out. Yeah, that's one we were about to get to. The point on the thinking that one of these from 2 cycles ago will drop though. You see that's in 7 out of 10 that we have here.
Yeah. And
before
Johnny
we do
B's
that
gonna
though,
screw us.
so the only way that could happen on a cycle like this is if like 31 or 33 here. If one goes to 30 and one goes to 25, then half the strats are 5-point variances. That's when you get in trouble on these cycles.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not to say I'm calling it, but likely one of these, it could be a 25 and one a 30.
I can totally see that.
But if we have 4 backs, right now we've got 10 fronts. We take out the exact one from 2 cycles ago. And we take out the 3 that don't have it. I mean, obviously, we don't think 26s are going again this year. That happened this year, right? 26s and 27s already?
2-3 cycles ago?
26, 27, yeah. I'm going to put a note. Do not use until 2024. There you go.
You're out the door. You're out of here.
We'll put that on the 27s too. Could happen a second time. It's happened like once in 4 years in gold. That it happened twice, I believe.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like we've used up our multis for the most part. We'll get these 28s sometime, probably this summer, late summer, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think that. Unless you want to.
I'd be surprised if it went earlier.
Unless you want to wait
Yeah.
Damn you! I'm gonna run an extra tag team just to run.
Then we'd be down
all year long.
Yeah.
The crazy 28. So let's be 2 guys with 28. The crazy.
Now, if we're at 4 backs still, we're down to 6 fronts, so that gives us 24 options at that point.
Not bad.
Like I said, I mean, 28s haven't went in a while, but that feels. I'd be surprised if even, what would that be, 4 cycles? We have all 3 multi-drops.
It'll be 3. Yeah, it'll be a third cycle. 3 out of 4 cycles with multi-drops.
Yeah.
They never do that.
This seems like a lot.
we know Johnny
They
B's
technically have.
Just kidding, Johnny B.
Ooh, hold on. Is it up here? Let me find it. Yeah. So Jade was 27s. And Jade was 28s. Jade was 26s. They just did it 3 in a row. Not even 3 out of 4.
Whoa.
So it could happen. That's the first instance, I think, ever that happened.
Damn, Johnny B.
I don't know if there's ever been one in 3 and 4 cycles. So maybe it's something new. But I'll stay away from it. I'll be okay missing it if it is 28s. I'll be afraid of missing both. Actually, there's very little risk. Only 2 of our options, if it's 29, 27, would be if it's missing both. But yeah, I'll stay away from it. I feel like it's asking to have a 488 if I go all in on it. So it's an option. I wouldn't take it. And that would leave us with 29, 28, which hasn't happened in a long time in gold.
Yeah, it's a while.
Happened in Jade last cycle. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a full year at this point we're coming up on.
We're looking at.
Only thing longer has been the 28s.
Yeah. I was going to say, we're looking at.
It's got to happen soon.
28s, 27s, as far as hasn't happened yet. Last cycle, that is. It didn't happen last cycle, so.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. We'll have these. It's a little easier to see that.
Now, the other day, I didn't quite catch all of it. There was a lot of like rumblings about all of a sudden the, tag team is friendly again. Do you see that team is like the drops are friendly to tag teams again? Like
that's Darren's conspiracy theories.
Oh, they're back on with the game.
They're about the same as usual. You just never tags are just go through little weird things. It with tag, if you play over multiple feds, you don't encounter these issues. But if you're playing in one, it can get more frustrating because it doesn't feel like there's as much logic, but it's kind of a bigger picture where if you're playing 3 or 4 different feds, then something's going to happen that should happen more often. But yeah, within one fed, it's just, you can go a few cycles with what you think is going to happen is just completely wrong. And you can't quite figure out why. But no, I don't think it's too bad.
No, as far as options go, we get good selection here, and I think you're right about not being too hurt if you kind of lean one way or the other. But those 25s, coming back down again seems a really good gamble to make. So good, in fact, I'm going to use my FanDuel. Massachusetts.
Did you lose your free $200 yet?
Well, it's funny is I had this thing where if you bet $5, you get 200. So I did it, but they didn't give it to me. And it wasn't automatic. You'd go through this whole process. I'm like, well, I didn't know that. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I didn't pick the Bruins tonight. I was going to pick the Bruins, but it was like, I would have had to have bet $10 to win 7 or something like that. I was like,
Not worth it.
No. I'm not a big gambling guy. I like futures. I like saying pick Bruins to win the cup, but it's a terrible odds right now, so it's not a good bet to make. But things like Red Sox, well, they wouldn't win anyways. They're terrible this year. Red Sox are gonna suck. Suck City. Calling it now.
I don't have this filled out on gold, but I want to point out one thing. 4 straight cycles, the drop that hit in gold was one that hadn't hit the previous cycle. And if you look at the 3 I have filled out, that's really unique. Like,
Okay.
3, but it's even not very often you even see the 3.
So does that make you lean towards it's going to stop versus keep going?
Yeah, and that's the tough part, because if you recall some of the things we talked about, especially on like multis, where you're like, well, that couldn't happen 4 in a row, but then it happens a 5th, and you're like, I better just use it, and then it happens 6, 7, and 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna probably gamble against it. I'd be wrong this cycle, and then I would use it if it goes again. Just give up until I'm wrong. But
Okay.
what does that mean? It means we don't use 28, 27, unless you just do the opposite of what I just said. Then that's the 2 you should use. I kind of like, though, that this one hasn't went in so long, and the overlap with Diamond, it's already going to be a fairly low cycle as far as how many combinations there are. So I feel like they're going to take from an existing Fed, hopefully.
The Diamond
instead of
Federation, where the
open,
NAL is,
so.
where I'm dominating my series. Where do you see my trash talk this cycle?
You almost
so bad. I'm blaming the IWA for stealing a win from me. Has the IWA taken a win from you in a series? You may be entitled to compensation.
I had to send you something because I was going to put it in the bulletin. I don't want to say it out loud because I think it'll be funny. So I'll send you something for the nail. Send it in a minute.
I'm having fun playing the bad guy. I am, after all, king of trios. With my 1 IWA 6-man championship. Do you remember your first IWA 6-man championship? Like what team it was? The wrestler's name?
I don't know the wrestlers' names. It was in the MEL in 2016. The first one I should have won was in like 1998 with Eric Johnson, and he sent me the strat, and I just didn't send it in. And then that's the one that hit.
Oh,
he wasn't happy.
Did I ever tell you who I thought I won the IWA championship?
It was rare back then.
I thought I won the IWA title in 1988, and I didn't. It was a friend of mine left the games. I took over as wrestler, and I ran him for like 6 months doing trash talk, whatever. And then I get the bulletin, and it says Magnum DJ wins IWA championship. I'm like, holy shit, holy shit! So I rode my bike to the Burger King my friend and I worked at, and he also was in the game. And I'm like, dude, I won the title! I won the title! And we were like, oh my god! You were so excited. And I got home that night, and there was a phone call from my friend Dave, who was like, yeah, so I came back and took him over. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So I did the strat. So I won the championship, not you. Oh. And at the time, my head was like, well, I'll win it. No big deal. I'll win it. Only took me till 2014. But I'm not bitter. I still have that bulletin. But I'll never forget biking, and I had the papers in my back pocket. I'm like, what a maniac I was. Idiot 14-year-old kid. Anyways, so yeah. I gotta win the IWA. I gotta win the IWA title one more time. Just one more. I don't have to be like Garrett Guzman or like Drake. I just gotta win at least one more. So I can say I'm a multi-time champion, and no one will be like, oh, well, it's 2. Like, I don't know if you noticed in the BRL, but I have U.S. Mayle brag about the accomplishments of the team, and like Flashy Jack Ferdinand's won like this. He's like, and I won that IWA regional. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to pull something out this cycle. I feel good about it, which is a bad sign. Usually when I feel good, I'm like, oh, not good. I think that I don't feel good about,
like I said, just Okay.
I don't feel good about 13. That's the thing I'm having a problem with. Like, do I go 42, stay the 41s, play it safe?
Yeah, that's you're gonna obviously you can lose up to 3 points on that single hold here. Like I said, just something tells me that the difference between 33 and 31 is going to be 3 to 5 points. So we're going to just see some variances just from those two. Pick right on those two, and technically to a degree right here, like you could easily lose up to 8 points back here on just these two. So
Yeah.
and
I'm
that's why I'm gonna I kept this as having 4 options because I want somebody to get the back right. But
Yep. Oh
yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much everything, right? Covered everything.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the easier cycle. You start pretty low to and then we just picked out the few things we like, and we're down to if like I said, I want to be up here, so I have 12 options. So I got to cut a few still. I can't do all 4 backs on all 3 of these. I can do like 4 on this one and 2 on each of these because I do 8 strats.
Well, I will finish up by I'll cover some events so just everyone knows the Johnny B Cup's still going, the Murano's still going, the Lethal Lottery tournament, 6-man tournament's over. The Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring, Summer Series, Best of the Best 11. Oh my God, the Elite 6-man tournament. There's a bunch of stuff coming up, like the signups are gonna start rolling out soon. So I'm holding a whole bunch of stuff to roll out. I have this big one page called State of the IWA, where I address some stuff in the game, and I want everyone to kind of look at it and give some feedback, and let's talk about some stuff to help improve the game. Word up to the WTL, Western Trails League, has a new commissioner, and he's an old school player, so I'm helping him out a little bit, but he's going to be running the show. So if you're looking for a fun league to get into and jump in while it's still going, join over there. I will of course be frantically working on my diamond strat on Tuesday night. So hopefully I can pull off another miracle win. It's a time for upset.
So you can't win this time, right?
I can't, but
you're in the lead, but
no, I don't think I think it's tied because he has 2 win singles, I have 2 win tag, and we're tied 1 each. Right? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
So.
He got that.
Oh, he has
questionable win.
You won 1 singles, didn't you?
No, I lost by 1 point the first time, and the next time I got schmucked. But I'll take it if you want to adjust that. I'll take that.
Well,
yeah, Lucha's strategy sucked last cycle. So
okay, I might be thinking of maybe
You're thinking of somebody good.
I don't recall much of it.
But in the spirit of Northern Kentucky and Houston tied 36 right now.
Strats, we'll see.
I'll do what I can. Keep the fans happy. Pull off the upset, the Cinderella victory. Knockout. Actually it's a 2 versus 15. So I can ride the momentum of Furman, and maybe Northern Kentucky here can pull it out.
No, 13.
What's that?
Princeton was the 15 that won.
Oh, Princeton. Okay, there we go. Oof! Bad turnover by Houston. Bad turnover.
That. Yeah, that's the one. What happens? We got it all fixed. Who was the second one? It was I have to look one of these. Maybe I fixed that one. I'll have to go check the emails they sent me. So yeah, you're right. For some reason I thought that was a split on singles as well.
I would love that because I'd be a little bit of an edge, but no. But I'm hopeful. Hopefully I can rally. If I can seal up tag, I'll take it. I got a 5-16 last time. I was like, but that won't be finished until because he could lock up 6-man. No, sorry, 6-man's tied. So all right, it's going to go further. But
so he could lock up singles. You could lock up tag. If you win 6-man, that means you just have to win one of the last 2. So
Taking that shot
You
from
can
way
do that.
downtown.
uh,
All right. Well, we will close out our show and thank everyone once again for tuning in. Be sure to check out the IWAR magazine this time. We have a really good cover and lots more inside there. So good luck, everybody, except you guys are going against me. So I'll try to turn these wise words to gold. All right. Thanks again for your time, and we will catch you guys in a few weeks.
Yep.
All right. Boom. All right.